Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first ever episode of IntroTheGame. This week we're gonna be looking at a game called SMITE by hirezstudios. You should know about them because they made Ascent and, well, Bilbogenta, but let's not talk about that. This game is in closed beta, and you can sign up for a beta on the Hi-Rez website, or wait till the end of the video when I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna give away a beta key. Back to the topic. SMITE is a MOBA game, and for those of you that don't know what that means, it's a multiplayer online battle arena. But while this stands, this game is a bit different from the usual MOBA games you've known so far, like LoL, Dota, Han, Dota 2, but we're gonna be talking about those differences while we're gonna watch a game. But first, since this is a computer game, let's take a look at the settings. We have the usual video settings with details and resolution. Well, I'm currently running this at 720p because I'm recording at 720p. I usually run this at 1080p without any problem, smooth at 60 frames per second. We have the usual audio settings, you can change whatever you want, and of course, since this is a MOBA game, we have fully rebandable controls. You can set it to whatever you want. And now, let's talk about the units. In SMITE, you control gods. These gods have been taken from ancient mythology: Greeks, Egyptians, Norse, Chinese, and Hindu. All the gods have different skills and different roles, just like in all the MOBA games. You have tanks, DPS, healers, mage, the usual ones. In this version of the beta, you get 5 unlocked gods. Ymir, who's a tank, and he's a mix of Nunu and something else. He's my favorite right now. Then you have Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong is a melee DPSer. And yes, there's a Wukong in LoL, I think even in Han, but remember, there's a Chinese god that's a monkey and it's called Wukong. Then we have Ra, who's a healer and mage, Kali, who's a DPSer, I think, and the last one is Artemis, who's a ranged DPSer. You can unlock more gods with in-game currency or with real money. And now, let's jump into a game. I'm not going to be showing you the full game. Many parts have been cut out so that the video can stay in a reasonable length. Anyways, here is the god select screen. From this page, you can also chat with your team and select whether or not you want the auto level up skill and auto buy items. These are two functions that are very useful for new players that don't actually know what to buy. And here it's the shop of the game. Here we're already inside the game and I'm buying items. What I bought was boots, a potion, and an ability item. An ability item is an item that has an active ability. These abilities are comparable to League of Legends summoner spells or some active abilities on some items from Han. The one I picked up is called Hands of the Gods. It's basically like LoL's Smite. You deal high damage on nearby minions, and this is very helpful if you want to start the game jungling. In this game, you can't actually really effectively jungle, but what you can do is get an early buff from a neutral minion camp. And this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna quickly grab the health regen buff before I go into the lane. Now I think it's a good time to talk about the difference from other MOBA games. As you have probably already noticed, the game is in third-person view, not the usual over-the-top view from other Dota-style games. In this game, you move with WASD, not the usual mouse click. And all your skills are actually skill shots. You have to aim every single shot, and every single auto attack too. It's not like the usual Dota style game where you just right click on an enemy and you start attacking it. In this one you have to actually aim and then left click to attack. Another difference is how you earn gold. Usually you earn gold just from killing enemies, killing creeps, and destroying towers. In this one, you actually earn gold just from standing close to creeps that die, but you don't earn as much gold as you would get from last hitting. This causes two things. Number one, new players will not have that huge disadvantage that you get from not having any gold, and they will still be able to buy some items. And the other advantage is that you can be a little more aggressive because you don't lose as much money from being aggressive. Another small difference is when you get your ulti. Usually you get a level 6. In this game you get a level 5. What this causes is that you are more powerful early on. This will create earlier battles, and so the flow of the game is a little bit faster, but not by that much. Here I've skipped ahead to 30 minutes into the game. At this point, as you can see, my team only has 4 players, 1 has left. But we are playing in such a way that we don't have that huge disadvantage. We are not trying to fight all of them together, we are roaming the map looking for the ones that are going around by themselves and killing them. This way we don't suffer the disadvantage of the missing player. As you can see, we just killed a player that was going around the map, and here is another one. Here I've just used an ability that speeds up all my allies around me. This helps my ally get close to the enemy and attack it. Here I've used another ability which slows down all the enemies around me. Both these abilities are actually from items. Items I bought on the store. I have noticed that not many players yet buy ability items from the store, but I find them very useful. And now, let's skip to the end of the game. At the end, we managed to win with only 3 players left in my team, while the other team still had 5. This game, Smite, has a real problem with levers. More than half of the games I've played so far had levers in it, and sometimes not even just 1, 2 in the same team. This unbalances the matches a lot. This is probably due to the fact that the game doesn't really punish us for leaving a game. But remember, the game is still in beta, so it might change, and it will probably get fixed. My final thoughts on this game is that it's fun. I really enjoyed the time I spent playing, and I will probably keep playing once in a while. The fact that the game is in third person changes completely the feel. I've played many MOBA games, and I currently play LoL, and the change in perspective really makes it more fun right now, probably because I'm too used to the other one. Anyways, if you think that you will like this game, and you really want to try it, but you still haven't gotten the key, I think you might be in luck, because right now I'm gonna give away 1 key. Yes, I don't have many, I know, I only have 1. But one of you will get it. How you will get it is pretty simple. You only need to do 2 things. You need to be subscribed, and you need to leave a comment. I'm gonna pick a comment at random tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, and that person will get a beta key for this game. Also, since this is the first video I make, I would really like to know your opinion on how it was. If in that comment you could write maybe the mistakes I did, or what I did right, that would really help me. And comments like bad, and gay will not really help. Anyways, thank you all for watching. This has been Gokalex. I hope I'll see you soon on the next episode of Into the Game.